Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the week of December 12th through the 19th. We do have Virgo in the moon, rather, is in Virgo the weekend of these readings. So we're looking at issues of practicality, of situating something or settling something over the next week with the moon moving through Libra and Scorpio. So issues of relations, as well as deep feelings. And of course, Mercury is in retrograde over the next few weeks, and this is through the transit of Sagittarius in the Sun. So issues of being blunt and philosophizing. So it could be a really nice couple of weeks for you to get to the bottom of something here and being blunt with yourself about something that needs editing, revisiting, revising, releasing, etc. In a very practical way, probably having to do with deep emotions and relationships. So in saying all that, Libra, this is a general reading for your sign. Whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to. And I hope that you find them helpful and healing. So what does Libra need to revise this week? And there we have it. So generally what we're looking at here is a lot of receptivity in terms of a general energy. We are looking at yin, which is the feminine or female orientated or receptive. There could be some emotions that feel overwhelming this week. Very probably celebratory here, especially with new life as your central position card representing you. So you could just be happy about something, which is really wonderful, especially this time of year. And you could have accomplished something here. We do have to be fair as the influence to the current position. This is really about having kept balance so that you have awakened into something new and prosperous here. So new life does represent you this week. This is where we're looking at having a breakthrough, okay? We're going to have a breakthrough. Some new level is available to you. Perhaps you've accomplished something that was very important to you, or you're moving on from something that you've succeeded at. But definitely this week, in terms of what needs revising, is a sense of where to go from here. It looks like you've already things are sort of set in a certain order, and you sort of have like a new platform. There's something new about to happen for you here, especially around receptivity. It could be that a new person is introduced into your life, not necessarily romance, but if it is, that's lovely too. Could involve another Libra, frankly, or someone with Libran qualities, someone who's interested in fairness and justice. There could be a legal issue. If that's the case, you will come out the victor. Even if there is a sense of humility involved here, it could be that a lot of information was released during the legal battle that could undo the way that you're viewed in public life, but it really won't have anything to do with your long-term outcomes. If that's a legal issue, back to it not being a legal issue and this just being a life or relational issue. We are looking at really breaking out of something, a mold, breaking out of something that was feeling really confining, and sort of starting over even, beginning fresh here, which is a really lovely way to go about the holidays, frankly. So to be fair precedes this. This is where we're looking at Libran tendencies, Libran qualities. She does have a fortune cookie on one scale and a pearl on the other. The fortune cookie says nope, which is a curious thing for this cookie to say within this deck. It's featured over and over. It's really just saying that you have a big choice here, right? You have or it's coming to fruition that you'll have a big choice about how to start over, or a decision to make about, now that something new is available to you, now where do you go with it? Where do you continue this, or if you continue it at all? We do have two other major themes in this card. Of course, we have the Queen with the crown, so someone who feels like maybe they're on top of the world, and the Owl. Anytime we're looking at owls, we're looking at issues of mysticism, we're looking at wisdom, we're looking at the Knight. Again, it's quite similar, believe it or not, to the Yin, where the Yin, the emotions, the Knight, the woman, the Owl is representative of this as well. You could be getting into or attracted to occult matters as well, which might be a new endeavor for you. It might be very exhilarating. Chop wood is your probable outcome. This is where I mentioned just a moment ago that there could be an issue of humility here. You want to make sure that you're the one humbling yourself to a situation or to a person or even to a plan, right? Especially if you're starting something here and you really take this seriously. I'm going to start, I accomplished everything I wanted to do. I'm going to start something new here. And really just humble yourself to the beginning of a project or the beginning of a relationship or the beginning of anything here. It's just natural to be a little bit more humble when you start out. You also want to get rid of things that aren't working for you, get rid of old energies, get rid of old anxieties, even old purposes, especially if you've accomplished something and you've achieved it and you're about to move on. If you jump into this new world or new theme or new goal setting even too quickly, for example, without taking stock of what you've just been through or accomplished even, you could end up dragging some of that energy into your new project. So make sure you come to terms with what you've just been through and what you've accomplished. Really recognize that, as I said at the very beginning. If there's a purpose here to celebrate, or you feel a celebration is necessary, please allow yourself to do that. It's actually part and parcel of letting go and being able to move forward, because it brings us closure, okay? So you don't want to drag even successful energy that's old into a new life here, because this is a new concept. This is new ground. Another way to look at this is that it's another level in a video game, right? You don't want to drag old stuff from the old level into the new level. You want to start out fresh. So let go of anything here that isn't working for you. Be humble to the fact that especially if you're starting something new here, that you will be a novice, and this is normal, and that you're supposed to be a novice. You're supposed to be able to be humbled to new experiences here in order to become an expert, right? And this is the exciting part of becoming an expert at anything, is to start at the bottom, frankly. Here with Yin, as I mentioned at the very beginning, this is your general energy. So here we're looking at a lot of female energy. If you are a man watching this, for example, you may want to be around females. You may want or desire or really need right now a lot of feminine influence. You may just be more in touch with your emotions, even though on the surface they may seem overwhelming or as though they don't belong, or maybe they're a little bit out of sorts. But just remember here that this is a part of being a full human, right? To not only do, but to feel, to not only assess, but to experience. And this is the experiential card here. So this is, try to enjoy this, especially if you are celebrating or accomplishing something here. You make a point of enjoying this for yourself. Don't brush it off as though anyone can do it, or or belittle yourself, especially if it's taken more time or energy, or something interrupted it and you had to come back to it. Really just admit to yourself that it doesn't really matter how long it took or what you had to go through to get it or do it, or however it's worked out for you. It's the fact that you've successfully moved on from it is really all that matters. Here we're looking at Badger. I'm curious about this card right now. I feel like you could be kind of getting on your own nerves, or you could be letting someone in to your life or your world right now who's getting on your nerves, perhaps about this issue, perhaps about moving in a new direction, perhaps about not even recognizing what you've just accomplished here. Maybe they're not being so kind about the fact that you do want to be emotional, or you do recognize the need for healthy emotions right now. If there is a sense of aggression, which is what Badger rules right here, you want to be sure that the aggression is around taking on new responsibilities, right? You don't want to be aggressive to yourself. You don't want to be aggressive to other people. But if it is about new projects and a new theme, concept, goal setting, new phase of a relationship, whatever this new life is for you this week, especially around, goal setting or accomplishments, just be sure that this aggressive energy is around, in the creative stage, okay? You don't want it to be in the emotional stage here. You want to see your emotions. You're able and willing to submit to those, because those are important all by themselves. They don't need any help. They don't need any input. What needs aggression and action is goal setting and planning here, right? Be careful here with the chop wood as your probable outcome that you're not humbled. You want to humble yourself to a situation, okay? You don't want to overstep a boundary or to step on someone else's toes, or, God forbid, not be grateful for something because, it'll be shown. Well, you need to tone it down a little. You need to, you do need to be grateful, and you do need to be thankful while moving on and being successful here. Your final card is new love. I mean, holy smokes, right? So new life, new love. We do have the cherubs here, the little Valentines. This could very well be a new romance in your life, or you recognize that you're able to do this now. Or maybe you've accomplished something or gotten through something here. And what you did accomplish here releases you from something. And now you can focus on something new. Remember, again, you don't want to be aggressive about a new life. You don't want to be aggressive about a new love. You want to be aggressive about exacting plans and goals, right? Not about people. So, yeah, a new love could be a new project. It could be a new love for yourself. Could absolutely be a new romance. It could be a new love phase in your platonic relationship. So however you want to read this, Libra, just be aware that you're not aggressive about it, and you're not allowing someone else to be aggressive about it. The two caveats to your beautiful reading about emotions and fairness, justice, and mysticism and wisdom and new life and new love are issues of aggressiveness and humility. So just be sure that you temper these terms this week and are fair to yourself with regard to your emotions, and even in sharing them, right? You want to share the good times, and you want to be able to congratulate yourself so that you can move on fresh. So that is your reading for the week. Really hope that you enjoyed that and it was helpful. If you have any comments, I love hearing from you, so please leave those below. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel and like my videos. That really helps me out as well. Until we meet in the next video, take excellent care, my dear Libras. Bye for now.